you doing, guys? Brainsmasher is in the house. I want to talk to you today about an album that's been ruling my fucking mind. It came out about a month ago. I downloaded it digitally and listened to nothing but the new one from Visigoth. We've got the Conqueror's Oath. Listened to it straight through, like 2 days straight, and immediately had to get the whole package. Couldn't pass it up. Couldn't fucking buy it fast enough. This album is immense, memorable, super, super, super fun. I haven't heard a metal album this just mighty and fun and confident in a really, really, really long time. These guys came out with a EP about 4 or 5 years ago called The Final Spell. And when I heard that, I was just instantly hooked, and I knew these guys were going to do this kind of stuff consistently year after year after year. The reason I looked into Visigoth first was I was absolutely crazy about Caladan Brood and Gallowbraid, and decided I need to listen to every single thing that this guy has been involved in. And Visigoth is the band that one of the members of Caladan Brood is involved in. He sings for both Visigoth and Caladan Brood. He's a tremendous songwriter, creates just super memorable vocal lines. Caladan Brood, of course, even has just those super catchy, just unforgettable choruses, and Visigoth is absolutely no different. And he just has this zeal and energy about him in singing that I think really inspires the guitar players and the drummer to just really bring it up to his fucking level, and they totally do. I was really, really, really big fan of the Revenant King debut that came out on Metal Blade 2015. Listened to the shit out of that, of course. But this one kind of surprised me. This one, I didn't hear any, news about it coming out. And all of a sudden, it was just fucking out. And I've been really impressed with the tone of the album overall. It's nothing I usually go on about, but it is just an incredibly mighty album. It just sounds so goddamn good, powerful, and punchy. They perform their instruments just beating the crap out of their instruments and having so much fun. It just makes me feel like I'm there in the crowd singing along to their choruses, which I totally would. Tons of guitar harmonies just all over the place, like riffs where the guitar players would go back to back, and shred and look out, stuff like that. Anyways, the songs are incredibly catchy, mainly vocal driven, and I gotta say, like, Jake Rogers' vocals are some of the most instantly palatable vocals I have ever heard. He really has a great feel for his range and power as a singer, and writes stuff that he can sing so damn well. You take others, like singers of the genre, maybe Bruce Dickinson. I think a lot of people could, were they not big fans of metal already, say his vocals sound a little odd to be kind of in such a high register, or like Rob Halford, of course. But Jake Rogers, his vocals are just right there. I'm not sure what octave you would say he sings in. He's a tenor or what have you, but usually the vocalists in this genre are singing a lot higher, and I think this is kind of a unique and more palatable way for this type of music to be sung. Now, to give you some context, I wasn't really a fan of the Eternal Champion band, so a lot of that kind of like new wave rehashing sort of style doesn't really do a whole lot for me. It's on nice blue wax. And honestly, I don't really listen to a lot of bands like this. I don't really listen to like Manila Road or Running Wild. I don't really go nuts about that kind of stuff. It's fine, but there's just something about Visigoth that is just absolutely unique to their character and personality. Artwork is by Chris Verwimp. Did a killer job on that. Lyrics on the inside. This does have a download code, so if you want a digital copy there, The CD version is also great, pretty much the same thing. I did notice, though, that it does have band photos on the inside of the booklet that the LP does not. Nice, sexy band photos. As far as the tracks are concerned, they all pretty much run the gamut of this kind of traditional style, but there's a lot of nice variety to it. There's songs that are a lot faster. There's a lot of songs that have that kind of more like swing, as you heard with the By Steel, By Silver song. And then there's this, like, in the middle of the album, there's this song, actually, more towards the end. Salt City is this sort of like, I don't know, boogie metal kind of thing. I've been calling it like a butt rock kind of song, but it lands so tastefully and kind of creates this intermission to the album almost. It's just a fun kind of song about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, which I wouldn't know anything about, but it sounds like a great time. It sounds like the metal scene in Salt Lake City is actually pretty fruitful right now. I'd be really curious to get out there and climb up in their mountains, like that's a thing that I do all the time. So, CD edition, LP, and shirt. You can get the bundle, get them separately or what have you, but just get it. It's so great. You're not going to regret it. Just pick it up. It's super fun. You're going to love it. You're going to be singing the choruses in your car as you drive to Merry Freedom. Thanks for joining me, and listen to this on Metal Blade Records.